Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now it has been a very long time since I've made a civil service related video, but because we're in 2023, I know that a lot of people are going to be kicking off the new year, applying for new jobs, going for new opportunities, and towards the end of last year, I released this tool to do with civil service interviewing, but I didn't really announce it. I just put it into the comments of my videos just because I wanted to see if people would use it. So in this video, I just wanted to do a very quick tutorial on how it works, why I built it, what you should use it for, etc. So I called the tool the Civil Service Question Bank Interview Tool or something fancy like that. It's essentially a spreadsheet that I designed, well, for my own purpose, really. The hardest thing about interviewing, particularly in the civil service, when you have behaviors, strengths, situational experience questions, is trying to test yourself and almost do a mock interview, because you need someone there to test you, which is like cringe, isn't it, really, asking someone to test you. And also you need a selection of questions to be able to simulate an actual interview and not just have 3 questions that you prepare answers for. So I set about creating a solution. It took me weeks to make this tool. It took me a very long time in Google Sheets to make these formulas that will essentially randomize the questions. So you may be thinking, how do I have access to all of these questions? Well, I've done a fair few interviews myself in the civil service. I always ask around for job descriptions and questions. I've also been on the panel myself, so I know the types of questions. I know how to structure a question. I think it's fair to say that I have a very good network of civil servants. I have a lot of access to people across the civil service. There's over 300 questions in this civil service interview tool. In terms of permutations, there's thousands of different permutations. So let's dive into my computer and I will quickly show you how the tool works. So the first tab is the random question generator. See here that it says each time you select a behavior from cell D1, which is this large cell, all the calculations refresh and you get a new random set of questions. In order to get new questions for the same behavior, select a different behavior and then go back to your original behavior. The questions will be different. So you can see that you have an icebreaker question, because these are always asked at the beginning of the interview. You have the behavior that you are interested in interviewing with. Then you have the strength, situational, and past evidence. Let's say I want a question on managing a quality service. If I go to managing a quality service, it brings me 3 completely random questions to do with managing a quality service. If I want now a question on leadership, I've got 3 questions for leadership. So this allows you to do mock interviews without needing someone to interview you. Open another tab in Google, set a timer and do 3 of the questions, then move on to your next behavior. So the second way you could use this tool is if you just wanted a load of questions for working together, you could just go in and answer all of these questions. So you could get a very good sense of working together questions, and then you could move on. And like I said at the beginning of this video, there are over 300 questions in this question bank that I've pulled together. The final thing that I've included in this tool is just an application tracker. Allows you to set the status. So if you applied for a job, if you're interviewing, if you were unsuccessful, you can put in the grade, you can put in the job title, the department, salary, closing date, SIFT date, interview details. So is there an online test? Is there a presentation, etc.? And then what I would recommend is after your interview, make note of the questions that they asked you, and you can do that right here in this post-interview notes. So that is the civil service random question generator tool. I've had a few people ask me questions about it. I didn't advertise it, but I thought I would make a very quick video for anyone who is interested in it. There is a link down below, and continue to enjoy the civil service videos if you haven't seen them. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you soon.